So this is the omnibus that I got last month. It has thickness going on, baby. I like big butts and I cannot lie. So this has a lot of issues. This is what you want. And Michael Turner's art is just so amazeballs. I mean, look at that. I wish in a way it was hardcover because would have like looked better maybe, I don't know. So anyways, this is the inside, just browsing through. Oh my goodness, I'm so happy with this one. And so today we are going to talk about the first issue. So, Sara Pezzini. Allora, andiamo. Hey guys, I'm Sanimation05, that girl who reads comics, and welcome back to my channel. I'm really trying hard to do this by phone, but my phone tends to be a dick. So today I want to talk about a female character that really means a lot to me when I was a kid. It was the first comic book character that I really chose as my own comic book, you know, because my brother had Spider-Man around, X-Men around, all that stuff. And then my mother was leaving it up to me, okay, pick up your own book. And I chose Gen 13 and I chose Witchblade. And as I promised pretty much from the very first video, I wanted to do why you should be reading Witchblade or Gen 13. Now Gen 13 will come and she will come as well. She as in the book, she. But today I want to talk about the very first issue of Sara Pezzini. Now this is not her first appearance because she had a first appearance in the Psyblade and She book. But in that book she was already the Witchblade. And now we're going to see in this book how she became the Witchblade. So I hope this works out. Not only my fingers are crossed, really, I hope it's going to work out, and maybe in the future I can upload a bit of better quality. Anyways, stay tuned, and here we go. So this is the book I'm going to talk about. This is the Dutch version, and it's just easier to show you this way instead of the omnibus. So this guy right here, this is Kenneth Irons. He is the badass motherfucker. He is the rich dude who's just bored, and he has this artifact, which you see hidden here, that he knows possesses incredible power. And he also knows that not anyone can just wield this artifact. In fact, it would just kill you if you're not worthy of it. And so then the next page, this is your introduction, or our introduction to Sara Pezzini. I mean, you know, this is just 90s overload, tits and ass, and we just have to believe that she is dressed to kill. In fact, she is going to this place, to this guy right there. This is Gallo. Gallo is a bad guy. This bad guy, he basically killed her childhood friend during a turf war, and her childhood friend was totally innocent, she was totally innocent. She was just walking the street with her daughter and just got killed. And he got away with it. You know, the judges didn't really do anything to just put him behind bars. And he is actually very untrusty because he really believes there's a cop among them. And he's like, you know, if you want this deal to happen, because she's there for a drug deal, if you want this deal to happen, then you have to pull the trigger. And instead she just starts fighting them. Look at that, coming for that booty, whatever. And, you know, she is really skilled with guns. We're supposed to believe that, and I do. And you see here Gallo being destroyed. But over here, I should have showed you before, but this guy right here, we will see him again later. This is Yi, Michael Yi, who Gallo was very untrusty about. And then this is where Irons is at this fancy abandoned theater where he wants this tournament to take place. And then here we see Sarah back at the police station. This is kind of like her father figure type of guy, and this is Michael Yee. And he was like, you know, how could you be so stupid to interfere in this undercover thing and blah 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 blah. And then there's this interrogation room because you've seen him before, I hope. I don't blame if you got distracted by the booty or tits or whatever. But he says that Gallo basically was doing these deals to get inside this tournament because he needed the money to get inside of the tournament. So that kind of gets her all interested. And then we see here, this is our introduction to Ian Nottingham. And we will see him more, just a bit in this issue, but more in further issues. But we don't know that because this is issue 1. And let's just pretend we don't know the series. So this is a crime scene that Yee and Pezzini are going at. And, you know, some weird murder. But in the meantime, Pezzini is like, I really wonder what Gallo is up to. And why he wants to get inside of that theater, you know. Rialto, I don't know how it's pronounced, but that's the fancy theater, the abandoned one. So Sarah's like, you know what, let's go there. And so she sneaks in, she tells Michael Yee, her colleague, to like, okay, you just wait outside and, you know, I'll come back. And Ian Nottingham pretty much presents us here for the first time, the Witchblade. Ooh. And he invites this big crime boss, another Italian crime boss, because only Italians are criminals, right? And basically you see here that he's not worthy, so his hand gets like, what, burned off, whatever. It's really ugly. And then here we see Michael Yee being dragged in. He basically got discovered, and, you know, Sarah's like, Dio cane, why didn't you wait? So Nottingham is like, okay, allora, let's put on an extra sideshow and kill this cop. So Sarah barges in and she's like, no, such a good colleague, I guess. And here, basically shot and half dying, she's like reaching out for a gun or a knife, and yet it's like the Witchblade is getting activated, and you see it here, like crawling, woo, and Irons is getting a hard on, like, yeah, baby. And then bum 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 bum. The Witchblade chose Sarah Pezzini. This is so 90s. And you see her all powerful and shit, because this Witchblade contains so much power that you can only have when you're worthy of it. So apparently she's worthy of it. And this is the last page. The other page that you saw is part of the Dutch thing. We got like 3 issues in one book back in the day. But here you see her calming down. And you see basically Michael Yee being... he's dying. And so she's like, why didn't you wait? And he's like, I just wanted to make sure that you were safe. And you see her here like, what is this? I have this weapon now and it's very powerful. You know, I always wanted to, you know, fight crime and take out the bad guys. And can I do that now with this Witchblade? But she's very, very, very afraid of this immense power that she just possessed. And so it says here, het begin, which means the beginning. The first beautiful issue of the Witchblade. So guys, I hope this worked out, and maybe I can try this again in the future with this quality. I cannot promise anything. As I said, my phone tends to really act like a dick. It just freezes up and it doesn't save the video, and I'm just screwed. So all this time I'm like talking to this goddamn camera, and then it turns out to be for nothing. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you want to see further, like me going into issue 2 or 3 and so forth. I will be doing this for sure with Jan 13 and She. And who knows? Maybe some special guest appearances as well. So anyways, this is Witchblade, Sarah Pezzini. I hope you like it. Maybe you'll pick up the book yourself or the omnibus. And until next time, read your comics. Bye bye!